So the loss for Arsenal means they remain 2 points behind Liverpool, while Man City are now just 3 points behind with a game in hand. Look, it was a bad night at the office for especially Spurs, but Arsenal as well. It's a big dent in their title hope. Look, losing to Brighton's never a disgrace, especially away from home. They're a good side. You don't expect Arsenal to get beat by West Ham at home, do you?
You don't. I didn't know. Yesterday I thought they'd have too much for West Ham. I watched West Ham at Anfield. They were horrendous. And then they've turned in a performance like that. You've got to say, well done, David Moyes. But again, when I think back to when I was managing, after a while you realise players in the middle third, you can sign them. There's hundreds of them. Get them cheap. In that box, centre-backs who keep getting to the ball first and heading it out. And in the other box, people who get to the ball first and score, they cost money. You can't find them.
Yeah.
So that's what happened last night. Both boxes, he's right. In both boxes, I mean, we talked about Jesus. I said he's world class, but is he going to get enough goals? He's missed 3 last night that he should have scored from. Saka's hit the post.
Saka's been a little bit off it, I think, this season, isn't he? I don't know what it is. That, everyone's raves about him, and I love him. Like, don't take nothing away from him. Brilliant player, world class footballer. I don't know. I feel like there's Salah, and then there's a weight below Salah is everyone else, and Saka's probably at the top of that pile. But I just don't know if people have sussed him out a little bit this season how to defend against him. Well,
it's another hurdle he's got to get over. I mean, talent will get you to the top, but it's your attitude that keeps you there. So you look at Salah, people have tried. Well, forget Salah. What about Messi and Ronaldo getting 50 goals every season? Every coach has tried to stop the ball getting to him, tried doubling up on him. You have to overcome this. Jamie Vardy went from Halifax. Can he score a goal at that level? Can he score goals in League Two? Can he score goals in the Premier League? People still can't stop him. He's quick in his head and he's quick along the grass. So Saka's got to overcome this hurdle. When people are sending him infield, keep sending him infield. We know what he's like. Outside. Keep sending him outside on his right foot. What are you going to do now? You're going to find something else that you can create with. So he's going to have to overcome that.
Look, we obviously watched the goals, and at this morning I was watching the Spurs game, but the goals that Arsenal gave away, Gabriel... He's got to deal with the first one. You can blame Zinchenko, you can blame Gabriel. The ball going out. Now, there's a massive debate on it again with this, of VAR and all that, saying the ball was out. And it's one that they can't say it was clear that it was out, but it definitely looked out.
Well, definitely is the word. I don't understand why we haven't got a camera down the byline, because a lot of incidents happen there where wingers are just keeping the ball in play.
I know.
Was it out? They've got a sensor in the ball, haven't they?
No.
I thought there was a sensor in the ball for the goal line technology.
No.
So if it go, how do they not work out the ball's over the line then?
So because they got goal line
it comes up
technology
on his watch, doesn't it? The ref.
Yeah, because they got a goal line technology.
So why don't they put a camera, whatever technology, just go into the corner flags?
I think they need a camera. Because we're seeing it quite a lot now with these incidents where the ball's really close to going out. Is the ball out? Is the whole sphere of the ball out? Whatever that is, and it is causing problems. So I think they need to put a camera down the side, right down on the edge of that line. So
it's happened to Arsenal twice now. One at Newcastle and one seems unlucky. Both things, but you're on about Gabriel's clearance, right?
Just deal with it.
Well, if you watch it again, he's tried to clear it to Zinchenko's side of the pitch. Instead of just punching it back where it come from with his right foot, he swung his left foot at it. Zinchenko's behind him and never spoke to him, probably, because they both sort of got mixed up with it. But it was an unusual thing to try. He was trying to clear it out towards the left back area when he should have just punched it. And we do sessions for that in training.
Yeah.
Where we put
ball
the ball
comes in, bang.
Yeah, punch it. Yeah. Stop swinging at it, because if you try and clear it miles, that's one that you miss it.
You miss it, yeah, exactly, yeah. And it's a disappointing game for them, a shocking result, actually, for Arsenal. But West Ham, fair play. I mean, David Moyes comes in for a lot of criticism about pragmatic style of football, but, I mean, this man can go away from home, gets a result at the top of the table. I mean, it's a huge, huge result. We had Ray Winston coming on and he's moaning about the Carabao Cup. They are flying in the Premier League. They're 6th in the table. Their form is absolutely sensational. He deserves, in my opinion, David Moyes deserves a new contract. What are you waiting for? I don't know what people are looking for out of West Ham. You're never going to be Arsenal. You're never going to be Liverpool. You're never going to be Man United. You are punching above your weight. 6th in the table is the peak, is the top of where West Ham can be. David Moyes, give him a new contract and let him go and do his thing. He signed good players this season and he deserves a new deal.
Yeah,
why do you have to get rid of him? Why do you have to make a change? Why?
I know when you look at the stats, right, on that game, 30 attempts from Arsenal last night, the stats can sort of mess your thinking up, because when you play a low block like West Ham played last night, and you get your midfield players into the D, so they can't get the number 10 on the ball, Rudiger, so you cover that area, the ball automatically goes wide. So the only way they can attack you is wide. So the ball goes wide, and then you think, go on, cross it. We've got 6 players, 3 along the 6-yard box, 3 midfield players across the penalty spot, wherever you cross this ball. But what happens? You concede shots from long range. So you're happy with that. You say, right, you can't cross it to anyone. Yeah. We're going to head it out, but you're going to have shots from 30 yards. So that's what Arsenal were having. They were having long-range shots. Yeah. And Moyes knows that's going to happen before the game. So the lesser of the two evils is let them have shots from 35 yards. Yeah. That's the best we can hope for. And it worked.
TalkSPORT Breakfast, waking you up Monday to Friday morning from 6 a.m. on AM, on DAB, via the TalkSPORT app and on your smart speaker. TalkSPORT.